you are going to get a wellness action plan when your results are done. This is what everybody's looking for. This is the core of the program. This is the science behind the program. And it's going to be about 35 pages long. It's going to include a page that gives you FAQs and background in genetics and science. It's going to give you your results. This is what we're all waiting for. It lists the genes, the actual SNPs by what's called an RS number. It gives you the common name of the gene, which gives you an indication of what its impact is in the body. And then on the right side, you're going to see a result for each of those SNPs for your body. And you'll notice in a couple of cases, there's duplicates. The FTO has 2, the MTHFR has 2, because there's different SNPs now that reinforce the value of that gene and the impact of those SNPs and the fact that these ingredients are going to be helping you. So this is your result, but this isn't where it stops. There's another 30 pages or so to this. This is how you read your results. If it's green, it's 0. That means there was no SNPs in that location. If it's yellow and 1, that means you received 1 SNP from one parent. And if it's red, it means you received a SNP from both parents. So it gives you a scale by which you can compare your results to what would be considered the most optimal version of that gene. You also notice that there's additional information, but it continues. There's information about every gene. So if you have a SNP and you're curious about it, you can read about the gene. You can read about why it's important in your body. You can read about what the dietary recommendations are for that gene for your body. And then it lists the ingredients, and it even lists, if you'll notice, I don't know if you can see it in this picture, but at the end of each of those statements, there's a little reference number. That goes to references in the back that actually give you even the science that validates why that ingredient is in your formula. But it doesn't stop there.
It could stop there.
There's FAQs about nutrition in general, several pages of that. There's several pages about what we call base ingredients. These are the ingredients that are going to be in everybody's formula. It tells you what they are. It tells you why they're there. It tells you all about them. And that goes on through more key ingredients besides the base ingredients. And then here's the coup de grace. We can show the world that this is a really scientifically validated program. There are 3 pages of references for the science that validates it. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Besides having this report to tell you what your results are for your genes, what is the other primary function of this report? What would you use it for?
Sharing.
This is your presentation in a bottle.
Yeah, sharing.
You don't need to do 3 ways if you have this. You can literally walk up to somebody and say, this is the program. Here's my results. Question about a gene? Flip to the page. Somebody wants to know about a SNP? You flip to the page. Somebody wants to know about ingredients? You flip to the page. You don't need to be an expert. You have your answers. And guess what this means? Duplication.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You can duplicate the science in this program. Joel in a bottle. There you go. You can put it on a tablet where you scroll through it. You could put it on a phone. You could email it to people. You can have a computer and present it. You can print it out and carry it with you. This is the entire document. You can carry it with you, and this is your presentation. Now, be sure when you do this, be sure you put this in the proper perspective. This is only one part of the U of U. This is one part of what makes us who we are. There's all sorts of lifestyle issues. This is a beginning, not an end. This is the beginning of a path towards true wellness and true improvement in not only your lifestyle and your health, but also an improvement in who and what you are. There's one other thing that I want to show you, and we don't have a slide for it, so you're going to have to allow me to just show you a mock-up. This is a trifold that is almost finished, which summarizes the genes. It tells you about HIPAA and confidentiality and affordability. Inside, there's a simple story to follow. We're human beings. We're made up of cells. Each cell has a nucleus. Within the nucleus is chromosomes. Within chromosomes is the DNA. Within DNA is a gene. Within the gene is a nucleotide. And if you've got a little bit different nucleotides, that's what this is all about. You now have a leave behind. So when you talk to somebody or you visit an office, you have something you can leave them. You can put your name and contact information on the back of it. So.
Wow.
And this is another area that you have Jorge to thank for this. He has done an unbelievable job in compiling all of this with blinding speed. And I think both of these things are going to be available literally within a matter of days. So, God bless, enjoy, and you don't need me anymore.
Yes, we do.
Thank you.